Hello, this is Pastor James Hargrave. Welcome back to Greatest Love Ministries. I'm going to do a very short video in here. I'm just doing this video to introduce, I'm very excited to introduce that I introduced two chatbots, AI chatbots on my homepage on my website. I'll show you how to find those chatbots. Just go to greatestloveministries.org as you see here. And this is the homepage. The first thing you'll see is Jesus coming down in the clouds. And it says Jesus is coming soon. Don't wait to accept his love. Scroll, keep going down, and then you'll see if you wait to accept his love, your time will run out. And then right below that, keep going down, you'll see two links here, two different chat bots that I designed and developed. One is by Grace Alone AI chatbot, which is on it's programmed for the antinomian gospel, the Grace Alone gospel, that justification and sanctification are both by grace and not works, not by human effort. It's an antinomian perspective chatbot, and it'll answer all your questions. So if you have questions about your faith or how you can be assured of your salvation, you can go to this chatbot. Just click right here, for example, by Grace Alone chatbot, AI chatbot, and it'll take you to the bot where you can start a chat. And then the next chatbot I did was End Times Biblical Prophecy chatbots, which is still under construction a little bit, but it is operational. And you can get information about my biblical understanding of the end times. As some of you might know, I believe we're in the last year, the 77th year of Daniel's prophecy. We're in the last year when Jesus comes back. And just briefly, you'll see some of the work I've done. If you ask questions in this End Times Biblical Prophecy chatbot, it should answer your questions from my understanding, my biblical perspective of what we have um, to look forward to, so to speak, or what is coming. And so that's the End Times Biblical Prophecy chatbot. Just click on that link, and I'll just go over it briefly. I'm expecting an attack on America on July 4th, including a nuclear bomb going off in Washington, D.C., which will set off an electronic magnetic pulse. I'm expecting the power grid to go out. So by July 4th, I think, according to Matthew 25, the parable of the virgins, the 10 virgins, five were wise, five were foolish. I think that's telling us to be both spiritually and physically prepared. I believe we're going to need to shelter in place starting on July 4th or thereabouts for approximately 90 days. I'm expecting thermonuclear exchange on August 3rd, 2025, and then the period of darkness. The book of Joel and Amos talks about the day of darkness before the Lord returns on September 23rd, 2025. So I'm expecting that the Bible is counseling us to shelter in place for 90 days. So you need to have your supplies, food, water, a means to protect yourself. Be out of fiat currency, be out of fractional reserve notes, which they call the dollar these days. Be in tangible assets, have a means to protect yourself, have a means to shelter in place because transportation might not work. With an electronic magnetic pulse, cars likely won't run, so you'll be stranded. And if you're not prepared, like a wise virgin, you're going to be in a load of trouble. You're going to be in a world of hurt. So please check out these chatbots and give them a whirl. I've been using them, testing them out, and they work really good. I'm really, really pleased, especially by the Grace Alone chatbots, because it does reveal and teach the true grace and gospel of Jesus Christ. And you're not going to find this in Reformed churches or churches on your street corner. Typical Christendom does not teach what I'm teaching in grace alone, and grace alone is what the Bible teaches. Most churches don't teach that, and they also don't have understanding of biblical prophecy. And many of their views, such as a pre-tribulation rapture, are not biblical. And I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe in a rapture event. I believe we're in the period of birth pains that started on November 5th with the election of Donald Trump, who is the secular Antichrist. And if you go 270 days or a period of human gestation, that ends up on August 3rd, 2025. And August 3rd, 2025 is also the end of the 2520th day, or another way of figuring a 7 year period that started in September of 2018. So please check out these chatbots. I hope they bless you and hope they help you prepare. Again, I always say I might be wrong. I'm human. And by definition, humans are fallible. Use your best judgment, do your own discerning, and do your own study of Scripture. And I would just caution you, be very, very leery of traditional teachings that come out of seminaries. These are religious institutions, and they do not have the Spirit of God, and they do not know what's going on. Thank you. Bye bye.